Hi everyone, here's Simone from Mobile Studio. Welcome to this new tutorial. Today we will speak about Python, and this is lesson number 3 of Python 0 to Hero. Sorry for ghosting, I was really busy. I hope you will like this third part of the series. Here we go. Okay. As example of this lesson, I show you a component I made that allows us to change the color of the UI of Touchdesigner. That is a fancy thing. We can access the color of the network and all the UI of Touchdesigner with a Python object that the derivative gives us. This Python object is part of a class of the UI class. Right, so let's use this. Okay, we have our own key search powered by text comp in editable mode. Really cool. And now I will show you how to access, for example, the background of this dialog panel. Okay, so the panel of this, that is actually you will get it like this. So you need to first go to the params. That is a T way to define all the parameters, and from here you can type dialog and select the part you want to change of this. You see, as soon as you type, the table adjusts itself, and as soon you click, you actually tell the system what you want to change. Okay, now I want to change the params.dialog.bg. that I want to do blue. Okay, another cool function that I add is that you can say default. You can go back to default, and we will add later together a way to save, assume you understand the structure. Another part that is nice to understand is that the params give access to actually this. Okay, and then if you want to change the slider, for example, you search for sli, and then you get all the matches, for example, sliders, and the slider bg is this part of the slider that will now become red, and the thumb of the slider is when there is no mouse on it, and it's this color here. We want to make it yellow, and then we want to make as soon you over the mouse is thumb lock. Okay, so, this is how you can customize your colors with this component. Okay, so you can get it, it's in my Patreon, but let's analyze how it's made so you can make it yourself. I'm starting from a table, and this table contains all the of the 600 parameters we can edit about the colors of Touchdesigner. The on key search, as I said, is powered by a text comp in editable mode and a select that with selecting row by a condition, and then we are using this expression that actually is given from the select that. This expression is using Her0, that is a library, I assume, this is a Python library given from the Python environment we are now by being inside of Touchdesigner, and then we are using a method, and this method is checking the first row of the table and see if there's a match. Okay, and we are passing the value only if it's not none. This will allow us to have no error. Okay, what I add here, select that. So you will have it like this condition. You have this expression here. Okay, what I change is refer to this text dot. Okay, this parameter here. Okay, actually this parameter here, pardon, but that is referred to this one. Okay, very nice. let's actually see what we will build together, and then we will build it. We build together. This is the actually structure of how to interact, and we will have a script that will compile the table, and we understand the on-key search thingy, and then we will build a button that will set, for example, the what we search here, and then we set it. Okay. So you can have this kind of stuff. As soon as we understand the structure, we try to implement a save look button. Okay. Very nice. I want to go back to default, so I press this. Very, very nice. Okay. I will make a base and go inside just to have a clean area where to work. For this example, we will need a table that will represent our colors table, and then we will have a text that is actually the script that will check color status. Okay, this will print a table, and then with the table we will engage the on-key search. That is a fancy thing to have, but at least you have a physical place where to read and understand what you can query. Okay. The example that the derivative show when in the documentation is the one we will use now to understand what are the capability of the Python object and how to refer to it. Okay, so we will have colors. Our colors are where? Are in ui.colors. Okay. Do we have a physical space representing this in Touchdesigner? Yes, we have it. It's here. You type /UI. You go inside of the UI of Touchdesigner, then you have the colors, and here you can access, by querying those operator parameter, you can access the color of the UI of Touchdesigner. We have way more control of stuff here, but it's also good to understand that you can do it in the simple way, like drop a chop here, for example. Okay. We will go back to this later, since we need to grab the color picker that is somewhere there. Okay, so we have a physical space, but this is the actual, let's say, to access the magical capability of that space. Okay, I hope this is a clear explanation. Okay, so we have the color, and the example the derivative gives is for n in colors. We want to print n. So if we iterate over this object, we have back with Alt T. I'm opening the export, or you can go here. Here. Alt T is the shortcut. We can run this, and then you see we have a lot of names. Okay. With all those names, we can access the actual values. Okay, because this Python object is actually a dictionary. So we can pass a name, get the item by entering a key, and set value in this item. Okay, this is what a dictionary is there for. Let's say now we want to read it and print it here. All right, let's add this. Our table is a CT color table. I want to keep the line short, so is up. If I can type colors table is our table. Okay. And then, since maybe we want to run the script maybe more than one, we have to engage a way that this table will auto-compile itself, maybe with some header, and clean itself every time. So we engage a kind of loop of events. So first we want to clear the table. Each time we run it, we say, okay, delete everything. Then what is the first row of a table? Usually it's an header, so let's make an header. Append row, and then this row, let's think what we need. We need maybe the name of the attribute we want to change, or that's actually the key of the dictionary containing the value, okay? And the value are made of 3, so we need a value is this value we want to change is made of 3 floats value. So we make name R G and B. Okay, so the first things that will happen after the table become empty is that we have an header. Okay, very nice. Now we need to compose those values correctly. So the first things we see that I can get if I print this, you see, I get n, that is actually the name. So let's type here name, and let's refer to our magical table, append row, and we will add a list, because if you pass a list for a row, it adds the columns automatically, columns. Nice, so we can compile this list with name, and then we want to use the name to go inside the color and read the value. Colors. Let's run it like this, understand where we are, and then compile it as you suppose. Okay. Did you see what happened here? We are actually getting the tuple value. We are getting the value, but we need to actually go inside. Okay. This is similar to a multi-channel chop, so we have to address let's say we are in the first channel, we have to address 1, 2, and 3 singularly in order to get the table compiled correctly. In order to do this, we can just think about how to access a list, basically, and the list you can access with you access it with integers. So we now arrive to the first item of the tuple. Then we can get the second item, that is actually which is R. This is B. Okay, blue. And then we want to get RG pardon, this is green, and then we want to get the blue. Like this. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. And if I then print this, I do have all the volume. Okay, this is how to get the whole status of all the color of Touchdesigner, and from here we can start exploring. Okay, good practice is that if you want to keep this in your project, whatever is happening, or you save it externally like this, or you can just do this and save your project. This will copy the data of this table inside of your Touchdesigner project. The project will become a bit bigger, but you are sure you won't lose this. Maybe you need it. Let's do the trick of the onSearch key that maybe can be reused in other example, in other stuff you want to do. It's kind of handy to know. Okay, with these two things together, with a text comp and a select that, we can do our own key search, powerful things. Select that must be compiled with the select row by condition, and then we have to write a condition. This condition requires a bit of Python in order to be reliable and fancy. We can use the F statement, that is this kind of expression. I hope you can read it clearly. So let's say, well, you are in error, but let me show you better. This is an F statement. Okay, inside here you have the possibility of say ciao, and then here inside put a variable that can be inside of an operator. For example, let's read I don't know, something from here. I want to read this, okay, that is actually 1 okay. So this is op colors table 1 okay. So with this expression here, this is an F statement, okay. So you can type string, okay, you can type string and put the variable that you want to evaluate as a string inside of this curly bracket here. Okay, so if I'm not mad, I can do this, and we have ciao 1 that is it's reading this. Okay, let's say we don't want to have ciao 1, but let's use this empty for now. Let's activate this and continue the F statement here. So we want actually to go inside of the op text 1 dot parameter, so we can now read the text. And I know that to have a search like you have in regex, this is accepting regex, so I can do this. Which is fine, because if I then say parms, okay, now we're scrubbing the table real time by searching and typing parms.sli, see, parms.dialog. Okay, you get the matches in real time by typing. Okay, very good. So let's go dialog.bg. Okay, so we are now referring to this. Okay, and what is the example? Yeah, here we will now go and take this. We'll make this part here. Oh, okay. So where to get a color picker? So we don't need to build it. It's here. UI library TUIK2, and we have color picker. We have more than one things, but we just want this. Take it, put it here. Very nice. And okay, thank you. Derivative is nice. And now we have the color data that are represented in CHOP and with a nice UI. Okay, let's now build the button to set the values. Okay, so let's make it a bit articulate. Let's say let's drop a bit more object in order to make it clear, but you can do it faster just by embedding the script we are trying to run here. But for compiling and explaining, I will make a script here and run it from the button, but you can do the same script inside of a button, you will see. And yeah, so now we want to read the color data, compile this and assign it to what is written here. Make sense? Hope so. This is Python. Okay, let's grab what we need. We need the colors that we already know they are here. And this, we know that we can query this as a dictionary. And then, so we need also the key of our dictionary that is inside of this select. So just to make the network beautiful, I will drop a null and call it selected, or like only cell. and the key is inside of the operator cell, and it's 00. Should be okay. I guess I can even type here val to be precise. No, let's say only if they ask. So by doing this, we are going here. Okay. So now we can set. We can create our new colors. Okay. So our new colors are inside of color data, but we want to compile the tuple we were seeing before, and then let's say that data are op color data, and then inside here we want to do data 0 to get the first channel of color data chop, and laziness, let's just copy paste and change the integer of our list so we can get the right channel out of it. Okay, and then we want to set those values we finally have by saying that our colors, okay, and the colors is a dictionary that need a key, so let's pass key, is equal to new colors. Okay, so if we then run this, we should change this color to something like that. Voila. Okay. Where is run script? Ah, it's here. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. So the script is working. We can address what we are searching. Okay, we're almost near to the end, and this is the last step. We have to use a button. Usually I see a lot of people doing this, which was doing this with the data execute, with the chop execute. So this is okay, but then how the structure things allow us to have the same callback. We are almost the same callback we have here, kind of. We can have it directly inside by doing the things with the chop execute. We have it already embedded in the button now, so they modify how the things are working in better. And so this is like set color, and the set color will actually run change color. Okay, so inside here on value change we can say that if panel value is equal to 1, so if panel value is 1 and panel value in a button is this guy. Okay, only if is 1, please go up a level and run the script that is called the change color. How do I type it? Let me see. Change colors make more sense. Okay, and we want to run it. You could have written the same script inside here, but fair enough. Okay, then we want to make it this color and we can set it. Okay. Okay, the tutorial is over. I hope you had fun exploring the color of the UI. Little Easter egg, you can also change the color of the network with some really punchy colors. Okay, thank you for your attention. It was a pleasure to guide you, and I see you in the next one.